Police have painted a picture of unimaginable horror inflicted on Jill Meagher as part of their evidence against Adrian Bailey, the man accused of raping and killing her. The police case, along with chilling new footage of Jill's final moments, were released yesterday after a magistrate ordered Bailey to stand trial over her death. Nine's Brett McLeod joins us now from Melbourne. Morning, Brett. Firstly, take us through this new CCTV and what it shows.
This is footage that's been compiled by police using vision of security cameras along Sydney Road, taken around the time prior to Jill's disappearance. Now, this is her leaving the ABC where she worked on that Friday night. It later cuts to her going into a bar in Sydney Road and hanging out with friends. That's Jill Meagher's Friday night. Then we have a look at the accused, Adrian Ernest Bailey, entering a pub with a female friend. He did tell police that he'd had an argument with her sometime during that evening. He met up with some other friends as well. So far, looking like just a normal Friday night, as many people would experience. We then cut to a few hours later, and we'll go straight to that lot of vision as well. And this is when Jill Meagher has already left the bar. She's gone out with a male colleague. He said he offered her a lift home. She said, no, I'm happy to walk. It's just around the corner. She runs into some people on the street just to bought a cigarette off them. She's very much on her own, looking a little bit unsteady on her feet. Then you'll see a man running after her. The next vision is outside a bridal shop, and I think this is the last time we saw Jill Meagher alive. That man is talking to her. He's clearly trying to engage her. She seems to be texting on her phone, not particularly wanting to engage with him. And the two of them then disappear off camera sometime later. And then, of course, it was in the next half hour after that Jill Meagher died. Yeah, goodness me, it's eerie to watch, isn't it? Brett, we've also heard for the first time what Bailey told police when he was interviewed. Yes, he was arrested some 5 days after Jill Meagher's disappearance, made several admissions that were read out in court yesterday. The whole police brief of evidence was made available to the media. I'll just read some of the transcripts of what Bailey told police in that interview. He says, for example, I hope I never get out, because you know why I hope that? Because no one else ever has to be hurt because someone hurts me. I don't deal with hurt very well. It wasn't my intention to hurt her. She looked distraught. She looked like she was lost. But then he says, she flipped me off and that made me angry because I was trying to do a nice thing. A detective then asks, how did she die? Bailey starts to cry and says, I strangled her. He then continues crying and says, what have I done? What have I done? They should have the death penalty for people like me. Despite this, Bailey has pleaded not guilty to Jill Meagher's murder. He has pleaded guilty to 1 count of rape, not guilty to 2 other counts of rape. The next stage in this process, as you said, he has been committed to trial. There'll be a directions hearing in a couple of weeks. I would expect that Adrian Ernest Bailey will go to trial sometime in the second half of this year. Amelia? All right, Brett McLeod, thank you for that.